humans and these attitudes like you is a big deal, like you is all this and that, like you just like a arrogant, entitled, selfish, ungrateful, unthankful attitude. A lot of people, from the young to the old. And number one, being humble should be on your menu when you get a certain age, honey, because life, you done lived long enough. So life should have taught you some things.
Motherland is my mission, go ahead and clap. Ambition of Garvey, Africa on the map. The motherland is calling, can you hear the call? The motherland is calling, it's time to go home. The motherland is my mission, go ahead and clap. Ambition of Garvey, Africa on the map. Taken from the roots, it's time to return. This season is here, beyond the return. Nature is beautiful, the culture is rich. Fell in love with the food, Ramadan is it. The motherland called, I answered the call. West Africa, the beautiful, break down the wall. A great sacrifice, I'm here to tell it all. Renaissance monument, gorgeous and tall. Gorgeous statue in the car synagogue. The motherland is calling, can you hear the call? The motherland is calling, it's time to go home. The motherland is my mission, go ahead and clap. Ambition of Garvey, Africa on the map. The motherland is calling, can you hear the call? The motherland is calling, it's time to go home. The motherland is my mission, go ahead and clap. Ambition of Garvey, Africa on the map. Hit the grounds, my spirit identified. Most precious feeling, my soul certified. From the core to the surface, let me testify. Awaken to where I'm supposed to be. Walk the streets of Bonjour, no fear in me. The smile of coast of Africa, now I can see. Prayed up, started business, purchased land. Learning the mother tongue, the ultimate plan. The motherland is calling, can you hear?
Peace and blessings, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Rooted in Royalty. It's Aa-Isha Diamond here. Peace and blessings to all. I hope everyone is having a lovely day today. Yes, lovelies, I am still at it. And one thing about me, when I'm on to something, I will not stop, not rest until I conquer. So I will conquer this language, so I can move on to the next, inshallah. My mom used to say, treat people right, because the same people you see while you going up, you're going to see the people coming back down. Because one thing about life take us in almost in circles on a roller coaster. Life take us up, it bring us down, it take us up, it bring us down. So please come down off the high horse and stop having the big head like you a big deal when you're not. I don't care if you a millionaire. I don't care if you're a billionaire. Without the Almighty on your side, you is not a big deal. So much I hear about African Americans in Africa fighting, against one another. Because until we conquer that enemy within, which is ourselves, those people is going to win. They're going to overtake us, because the enemy within is not going to let you win. So they are going to win. So we have to take note, and first of all, we have to conquer the enemy within, because many of us are our own enemies. You're an enemy to yourself, and you could be an enemy to all that's around you. But the message I come today is to tackle and to overcome the enemy within, so that way you can be a help to somebody else. Pause on trying to overcome other enemies or your haters. Pause on trying to overcome them and overcome the enemy within yourself. Person don't like that person don't like this person. And that's a shame, especially amongst grown people. That's a shame, really. There is a certain way that we have to treat one another. If you haven't conquered the enemy within, you're not going to have the ability to love others. We have to even sometimes know how to be kind to our enemies, know how to be kind to people that do not like you. Sometimes it's people that I know do not like me. I know do not care too much about me for whatever reason they have. But guess what? They don't even know that I know. But I treat them kind anyway. Now, they may not rest in my bosoms and be so tight to me and be so close upon me. But I know how to treat them kind, and I know how to show them love. When is we going to have the ability to love others? When is we going to have the ability to pull together and work together, live together, be at peace together, harmony together? When? Honey, tactics that was brought upon us for over 400 years ago, they are still working. It's these spirits. See, everything is a spirit. A lot of spirits that live those many years ago is living today. That's why it seems like things that happened so long ago is still happening today, because it's these spirits that don't die. To stop fighting one another, and we need to start fighting the evil or darkness and make sure that it do not rest within us. So it started with yourself. Michael Jackson said it very clearly. It's the man in the mirror. He's talking about the man in the mirror. It is the man in the mirror. That's who you should conquer. That's who you should fight, yourself. So that way you can have the ability to love others. But until you overcome yourself, you will not have the ability to love others, to be kind to others, to unify with others. It just saddens my heart when I hear this, especially older people, do not like each other, fighting against each other in all of this drama. I don't do drama, honey. Now, sometimes you all know I'll come on here and I'll address certain situations, because this life, some things need to be addressed. But overall, just drama, I can't even live like that. My spirit would not be rest when drama is just around me and a part of my life, and I cannot. I am a woman of peace, love, kind. Every now and then we all human. Things happen, we get into this, that. But at the end of the day, we have to shape our world, and we have to remove the drama from in our world. We can unify with our people. That's the only way. That is the only way. When are we going to grow up? It's time to grow up. People act a certain way in America, then they get to Africa and still acting that way. It's a shame. It's a shame. But our brothers and sisters on the continent need to know that we're not all the same. There's some African Americans out here that want to unify, want to be peaceful, don't want to be full of drama. And we fight against drama and negativity. Life is too short. Now, honey, some of you all might feel like you all have a whole nother 100 years to live. But you don't know when the Almighty Allah is going to call your name and your day is going to end. Some of you all waiting till the end come. To Judgment Day, to it really become the end. Some of you all waiting on that end to come. But the end is coming daily for different people. And you do not know when the end is going to come for you. So when the end comes for you, what type of life that you live? What did you do to try to make a positive difference in someone else's lives? What have you done? We have to think. We have to wake up. Some of you all living like we're going to be in this life forever. We is not going to be here forever. The next life is what's most important. So stop the drama. Stop the hatred. Stop the negativity. Be positive. Strive to be good to others. Strive to love your neighbor, to love yourself. Strive to overcome that enemy within yourself. Strive to bear fruit in your life, to be fruitful, to do good things in your life. Everything is a seed. What you do will come back up again. See, this is a message that a lot of you all do not want to hear. Y'all want to hear the fighting, the drama, the who done this to that person, who done that. Everyone wants to hear messages like that. And that's so sad. Everyone they be itching to hear drama, gossip. They be itching to hear negativity. You could know how to love somebody else, how to be kind to somebody else. Yes, what I have, I'm going to be me. So I don't care about the majority is going on the negative route. I'm going on the positive route because I am awakened to the fact that this life is not going to last forever. And the afterlife is waiting for us patiently. So that's the life that I want to be prosperous for real in. That's the life that I really want to make it to. So that's why I have to try my best to do what's good, what's right now, so that afterlife can be promising, beautiful to me. That's just me. A lot of you all is not thinking like that. But I pray today that a lot of you all wake up preparing yourself for the afterlife, which is most important. Stop the drama. Stop the mess. Stop the negativity. It's time to live in truth for real. And truth is, this life is coming to an end. And we all have another destination to go. So I make sure that I focus on what's within myself. And I pray for myself a lot. Some of us being grateful, about being thankful, grateful, being humble, just being kind, being loving. Honey, in these last and evil days, it's just hard to find that. It's amazing. Like, it's so many people that's so entitled. It's so much selfishness going on in this world. Unthankful. So many people have the attitude like somebody owe you something. Honey, nobody do not owe you anything. Some of you all are dangerously spoiled. That is not good. We as people need to humble ourselves. We need to know that nobody owes us anything. Nobody don't owe you nothing. Your parents, especially when you get a certain age, your parents don't owe you anything. Your friends don't owe you anything. People do not owe you anything. So we have to be grateful and thankful just for life itself. If you have the activities of your limbs, for as you have your health and your strength, you should wake up, go to sleep, go throughout your day thanking the Almighty Allah that He graced you to be able to have these things, which is most important. Some of you all have your health and your strength, and you just walk around like you is a big deal. The big deal is when we connect to the Almighty. That's when the big deal comes in. Now, that's a big deal. If you're not connected to the Almighty and you're not striving to be the best that you can be on a good level in this life, you is not a big deal. So you being a big deal, well, thinking you a big deal, do not matter. And the reason I am making this video is because I have seen this time after time. Me and my some of my sisters, we've been talking about the young people nowadays. Can we be a help to someone else when we are overtaken by the characteristics of Shaitan, Satan, the devil? How? It's time for us to wake up, people. But it's so many grown people out here that think they are like entitled, like a big deal, just selfish, just spoiled, just, and all of this is like immaturity. When you get a certain age, you should think a certain way. You should act a certain way. You should maneuver a certain way. Life should have taught you some things that come natural to you, that nobody shouldn't even have to. They don't have to tell me to be humble, honey. Because I done went through enough in life that humble my spirit regardless. And I understand that I'm up today. I have my health and my strength today. That do not mean in the next hour or tomorrow I will have my health and my strength. In the next hour, I might not have my health and my strength. It's all because of the grace and the mercy of Allah that many of us have our health and our strength. So millionaires, billionaires should humble themselves. Humble yourself before the Almighty have to humble you. Honey, it's amazing. I'm just looking around, and me and my sisters had a conversation about these young people nowadays, but I'm looking at these older people. Now, I can understand the young people acting like they entitled and they selfish, and because they still have a lot to learn. Some of them haven't lived long enough to know these things. But these old people, honey, I'm wondering about some of you all. Look, is your elevator go to the top floor? Is your bread done? Is your knife the sharpest knife in the drawer? Is you playing with a full deck of cards? Because it is no way that you should be of age, selfish, and you feel entitled. And definitely not broke. Now, what trips me out is some people is broke, but arrogant and entitled. How is you going to be broke and arrogant and entitled? And that alone should humble you. But honey, no. A lot of these people working with the spirit of Shaitan, honey, that's on them. And when you get that spirit of Shaitan on you, you cannot think clearly. So you be like, as they say, broke as a joke, but you still arrogant, and you still entitled, and you still selfish. That's the spirit of Shaitan. Because some things should humble your spirit anyway. But no, a lot of things is not working. You going to through your trials and tribulations and the valley experience, and you feeling the heat, the pressure of warfare. That is not humbling these people nowadays. Now it used to. Our lives are going to be full of tests, and some of these tests sometimes seem like they're going to take us out of here. They're going to take us out of the game. They're going to rob us of our faith, our health, our strength, our joy. Some of these tests do not play, baby. When they come in to take you out. But because of our faith and our strength, the Almighty Allah, we rise. We rise again. Some of us go down. People don't even know that you done went down. And then all of a sudden you pop right back up. Because of the Almighty Allah. Not because of something that you have done. Because a lot of people go through a lot of things in life, and they end up on drugs, on alcohol, and this, that. But some of us is not on anything. But then trust to be. I thank Allah daily for me being able to survive in this world, went through all that I have gone through, and I'm not on drugs, I'm not on alcohol, you know, I'm not on things to suppress my emotions and suppress the thoughts of the things that I have went through. I'm clear. The only thing I'm on is vitamins and water. Every day after I have my breakfast, I drink my vitamins, and I have my gallon of water hanging with me every day. So for that alone, I'm so grateful, and I'm so humble, and I'm so thankful to the Almighty Allah for that. So we have to take note of ourselves, and we have to conquer the enemy within. Sometimes we be ready to fight against haters and other people and our enemies and people that don't like us. Honey, we need not to pay those people no attention. We're too busy praying for others and is not saying anything for ourselves. We have to pray that Allah create in us a clean heart and renew the right spirit within us. Purify our hearts, purify our hands, so that we can be a help to somebody else, because it's not all about us. To conquer ourselves, to be any good to anyone else. And if you're not good to anyone, if you're no good for anybody else, then you're no good for this world. That's the only way. We have to be some good to others so we can be a help to somebody else. How? Wake up yourself. Tackle the enemy within so you can be able to love others, be kind to others, be a blessing to others, be a help to others. Enemy within will not let you do that. You got to conquer that enemy within. These young people is a whole nother breed. This here new generation, they a whole nother breed, honey. They just feel like the world revolves around them, and like people really owe them something. It is important that we train our kids to know that, number one, this world do not revolve around you. A lot of you all are spoiling your kids to death, when at the end of the day, they have this real world out here to survive in. So they cannot be under your wings forever and ever and ever. No, they got to face this world. So you need to train them to be ready to face this world. This world is not going to pamper your kids. This world is not going to treat your kids like they are on top of the world, like you all treat your kids like they on top of the world. I mean, it's okay to, of course, take care of your kids, do good to kids, let the kids know that they are loved. We supposed to do these things because we need our kids to have self-esteem and that confidence to know that they are loved. But there is a balance. You have to let your kids know that they are loved, they are appreciated for as confidence, principles, self-esteem, all of these things they need to know. But at the same time, you need to let them know that this world is waiting on them, and it is a monster. The one that can protect us from this evil world, number one, is the Almighty. So we have to let our kids know that the Almighty have all the power, and it is important for us to connect with Him. Thing about my kids, if I say, okay, what is the one thing in life that I told you to never forget? They would tell you that one thing they remember on top of the list is to always keep God first. Because see, I got mine ready for this real world, baby, to let them know this world do not love you, and it's not going to treat you like I treat you. So I got to let you know in advance before you get out here. So first and foremost, before anything else, always keep God first, because He the creator of all things. He have all powers. He is the judgment of this world. He is the owner of this world. That's number one in my book. Now, some of you all may think a little different, but I'm just speaking for myself here. My prayer today is that as humans, each and every one of us take note of ourselves, work on ourselves, conquer the enemy within. Please. But that's it. Get it together. We have to take note of ourselves. We have to examine our own spirit. You got to choose this day whom you going to serve. You got to choose this day what you going to do. Which way that you going to take when it's time for the afterlife. It may be time for the afterlife tomorrow, today, the next day. We may not live the next 20, 30, 40 years. So, wake up. Wake up. all I have to say. Anyway, you all have a nice one. Peace and blessings to all.
The motherland is my mission. Go ahead and clap. Ambition of Garvey, Africa on the map. Exodus is now push forward is a rap. One love, one people, let's bridge the gap. Regain my identity, I'm back on the map. Beyond the return, reconnect, now we see West Africa, the beautiful roots in my family tree. Rise like a lion in strength within me. The motherland is calling, can you hear the call? The motherland is calling, it's time to go home. The motherland is calling, can you hear the call? The motherland is calling, it's time to go home. Breonna Taylor, rest well, your case was rough. Transition to an ancestor, sure enough. We don't die, we multiply, reincarnation out of love. The choice, spread a blue pill, the matrix was tough. Many years of sleep, peekaboo, now we up. Liberate the mind, watch the body follow. Without knowledge of your roots, life is hollow. Diving in the culture, no time to play. Stay in focus, it's a challenge, not afraid to say.